勇哥组合球没有进，把局面交了出来。大家好，这是最新的比赛，2026年冠军联赛的小组赛。我们来看一下赵心童在该小组的一个表现怎么样。
Well, it may be costly because there was a red on. Neil Robertson won that first frame, by the way, against Gary Wilson on table 2.
现在右侧袋口被最下方红球挡住，看赵心童怎么来拆解。打掉这一颗，右侧袋口才能一步步解开。
Yeah, and I think he saw that. As soon as he missed that shot, Kyren Wilson gave a little wry smile, as much as say.
Other option, but as you say, he had the straight red to middle, which for him was pretty much unmissable.
Away from the right and black pocket, if you can. Now, can he pop this and get through the gap? Back out for the black.
14.
Yeah, now he's in business. I'm sure Kyren Wilson is sat there now thinking he won't be getting another shot.
My only concern ever for Xintong, and it's true of all the real talented players, is sometimes shots
21.
can just be too easy for him, and he missed the last pink, which was just straightforward. He's almost just
52.
not even looking at it, but anything's missable if you're not properly focused.
Yeah, and I go back to yesterday's last match in the group stage where I thought Wan Se-jun, he did have his semi-final straight away after. And I found it a little bit weird that he played that match, he didn't really concentrate properly, and then he went back on the practice table straight away before his semi-final. Yeah, so you've got to stay.
邀请赛的冠军联赛会邀请排名前32的球员参赛，如果名额未爆满，会邀请排名32名以外的球员。前16球员报名的有8位，包括赵心童、勇哥、罗伯、Selby 等。所谓邀请赛，也就是没有积分。赵心童、囧哥等人报名参赛的意图很明显，以赛代练，备战即将到来的大师赛，这个才是重头戏。
They're always on duty.
46.
Yeah, and this is like a little practice session for Xintong. This is what he'd probably do first thing on the morning, just throw the balls on the table, spread them out to get his cueing going. I like the fact that he's one of the fastest players on the circuit, but he doesn't look like he's rushing. He looks like he's just
61.
on an afternoon stroll.
Yeah, he's got this sort of very nonchalant way about him in general. He never
已经是超分确保拿下了。这是小组赛的第一场比赛，囧哥和赵公子都表现出了良好的状态。囧哥开局就是一个单杆破百，而赵心童也不甘示弱，同样回敬一个单杆破百。
Yeah, he's lovely to watch.
77.
I think most people saw this lad when he was just a kid as a wild card out in China. Strange thing was how long it took him to get up there, but
Thank you. 86.
Tom negotiate this red and make one in frame 2. Well, there's your answer. So the black then, and it's back-to-back centuries in this match.
yeah, and it's not fair, David. It's meant to be a hard game, this.
Absolutely right.
100.
Big mistake from Wilson. He was being, if anything, just a little bit clever, wasn't he? Or trying to be sort of clearing those reds and playing the plant, but it's cost him big.
102.
Yeah, and it's one of those.
105.
Xintong's 31st century this season, so he's been scoring really heavily, despite not going as deep as he would have liked in various events. What I like is he's played in everything, you know, even he turned up at the shootout, he didn't have to play in that really, but making an effort as world champion to be seen and to be visible in these events.
114.
So 129,
120.
the clearance from Kyren Wilson, black. Which of course he...
下面来看第3局，赵心童抓住囧哥的失误，远台顺利上手。 就是这么一个失误，赵公子就宣告了该局游戏结束。
But it doesn't really matter.
Killed a century and a lot of other big breaks, so he's carrying on a good form. He had
7.
a good workout here.
Really starting to believe in himself. One, if not the most dedicated player on the circuit.
15. $22.
冠军联赛的小组赛，冠军3000，亚军2000。循环赛阶段，每赢一局有100英镑；淘汰赛阶段，每赢一局有300，单杆最高奖500英镑。冠军组的冠军奖金1万，亚军5000。循环赛阶段，每赢一局200英镑；淘汰赛阶段，每赢一局300，单杆最高奖1000英镑。当然，这个比赛最大的诱惑在于夺冠后可以拿到下赛季冠中冠的名额。
Now he's probably going to need to leave himself a nice angle on the.
Thank you. 35.
Well, he got some. For some.
43. $51.
Yeah, and obviously, this is not the Masters, we know that, but I think whenever two top players play each other, they always want to play well against them. They always want to plant that
58.
seed because they're going to meet at various times this season, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of
59.
mind games involved in how you feel out there.
And quite often it was a bruising encounter, and he said the thing with Steve is he'd always try and beat you for the next time he played you.
We're at frame ball again. He's 67
67.
in front with 67 on, so this straightforward black. Kyren hasn't seen a shot since that. Red into the corner.
已经是超分了，现在赵心童在向着第二杆破百前进。赵心童在小组赛上表现不错，尤其是后半段冲击147分，让解说看了都惊叹不已。
So basically, David, if you don't make a century, you don't win the frame.
82.
I think if you don't make a century, you shouldn't get the £100 at this level.
83.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Just effortless.
91. $98.
Well, just
99.
wonderful touch he's got, and so the third frame, the third century of the match. Wonderful.
开局的3局比赛3杆破百，两位最强的90后都把进攻火力全部拉满。
105.
Of course, there is a high break prize in each group. Chris Wakelin won it actually in last frame of the final. 138 in Group 2.
Yeah, this looks like this is going to be 140.
113.
Is it enough?
Yeah,
150.
might not be enough in this match.
118. 122.
2 frames to 1 and 3 centuries.
127.
32 this season.
133.
Well, he's put together 2 pretty remarkable frames here. He hasn't put a foot wrong in either. Xintong with a 140.
下面来看一下赵心童对阵的哥的比赛。打完了凯伦威尔逊，现在来打加里威尔逊。
Wow.
一杆犀利的远台，这球打得真是破釜沉舟，白球毫无出来的角度，但还是毫不犹豫就出手了。
Yeah, there's not many players got that shot in the locker.
心童在与囧哥的比赛，囧哥打出一杆破百，1杆60加，随后在决胜局多次上手，最终拿下胜利。赵心童虽有2杆破百，但遗憾失利。
Yeah, because he plays such a unconventional game as well. Zhao Xintong is.
$16. $23. $29.
冠军联赛正在演变成一场食之无味、弃之可惜的比赛。顶尖选手基本不参加，即便参加也是抱着训练的态度。只有低排名选手尽可能多捞一些奖金。如果发挥好夺冠，那么还可以再去冠中冠捞一笔。之前卡特就通过卡着自己的积分，疯狂的刷奖金和数据。
As I said, in that first match, he made a 127 and a 140
$23.
against Kyren Wilson.
Yeah, that's 49-point lead. Stun through the gap for the pink again.
Yeah, I guess the challenge is to find some consistency.
I think that's just how these
64.
younger players play now. When they don't find their A game, they probably won't win.
But you look at Judd Trump, I mean, he's a dazzling talent, but he has developed a really good B game.
Over and over again. Have to get a...
71.
I don't think when Gary Wilson went and sat down, he thought he'd played his last shot in this frame.
77.
What he's doing here is just, as I say, you can't expect to play like this all the time.
很可惜，这是一个破百的局面，赵心童失误了。下面来看第4局。
This is thin. Wow.
1.
Wafer thin. A nice kiss on the yellow to keep the break going.
其实赵心童在和爹哥打之前，他和肖国栋又打了一场，不过赵公子状态一般。美国冻龄风，两人的比赛也相对零碎，所以咱们干脆跳过，直接来看他和加里威尔逊的。现在赵心童在小组中已经是连输了2场，和爹哥的比赛，威尔逊已经是拿到赛点，如果这场再输了，他就彻底无缘小组出线。
18.
Yeah, no need to play any cannons, but decided to just screw up.
20.
But he won't be disappointed.
36.
Now all of a sudden,
Ed working this puzzle out bit by bit. Not just in China, but in general, he was invited recently to in deciders, so is history going to repeat itself? Because it looks like going all the way in this match. this red is throwing ball.
And heading towards the... He's going to have to find a way to break these three reds up.
71.
2.
又是一个单杆70加抢下胜利。下面来看下两人的决胜局。一个标志性的远台直接上手交到黑球。威尔逊在40加后中断进攻，转为防守，可惜被赵公子的长台抓到机会。
Gary now done all the hard work.
Yeah, and as you know, he was feeling pretty down after losing his second match 3-2. How would he feel if it's a third? Of course, he has got to play later against Matt Sell.
He might have to stay all night and practice.
虽然落后了40分，但此时的局面基本没有难点，红球都支持单下，就看赵公子关键时刻别掉链子。
Yeah, big visit for the world champion, trying to win his first point.
25.
Yeah, still.
$33. 41.
Yeah, a little bit straight. Might have to take the red in the middle, unless it's deep screw. Yeah.
$49.
So, oh, 10 in front, in fact. 16. Red colour. Red colour.
56.
Just about perfect, but I liked it a fraction off the cushion, but it shouldn't be a problem.
Well, as you say, the safety from Wilson wasn't watertight, and you can't afford this man. This is match ball.
收下篮球，完成超分。抢下该场胜利后，赵心童还保留着小组出线的一线希望。
Xintong, the frames he's won, he's played delightfully in.
Yeah, the scoring is just so effortless.
Well, he's missed that, so Wilson, I guess he's going to play on 31 in it with 25 remaining.
He could pot the green, brown and blue. It would just be one snooker then to tie the frame on the pink. I wouldn't recommend that, but because it's easier to get snookers the more balls you've got left on the table. Yeah, that was a little bit unlucky from Gary Wilson. A fraction harder would have had a tricky snooker to get out of, and instead I think he snookered himself now. And that looks like it's going over the pocket, so it's almost certainly game over now.
Yeah, there's the handshake.
下面来看一下赵心童和沃拉斯顿的比赛。
He's like a
同样是标志性的远台上手，他的黑球一步到位。此时黑球左右两侧都开放，外围有红球过度调整，局面比较舒服。
just clearing the black spot area straight away.
$9.
Let's come up. One still pots into the middle.
28 years old, Zhao Xintong, but you actually meet him and look at him closely, he still looks like a teenager.
25.
number 9 in the world these days.
32.
Actually, it's 2021 when he won the UK Championships.
33.
Well, that's up a year later. World Championships last year.
球队炸开，右侧底带还有连接，而且台面没有死球。同时，这已经是第6套红黑组合球了。
41.
整个局面都非常舒服，是冲击147分最理想的时刻。
Zhao Xintong last year
49.
when he absolutely dominated it, 4 events on the bounce, and I think he made maximums in at least 2, possibly 3 of those events.
56. 57.
Has to be so precise positionally, so that with every red that he knocks in, he's able to maintain position on the black, and that's okay.
64.
导播已经意识到，这将有可能是一杆147，屏幕上已经给出了提示。
I can just stun straight up. He needs to get a little bit higher up though.
73.
Just those 2 reds together next to the pink. I'm not sure if the bottom one pots to this left corner.
80.
Pound's highest break prize, which currently is in the possession of Matt Selt for his maximum. In a matter of minutes.
Yeah, this is
88.
been a magnificent, flawless contribution so far.
89.
And it just looks like he's having a little knock around in the club.
Oh, he's
实
missed
在
the
太可惜了，这样的一杆居然意外翻车了。高公子职业生涯的首杆147分还被延期。下面来看两人的第4局。
Oh dear. What's happening here? Well, the cue ball won't be bad. Oh, it's going in off.
沃拉斯顿一杆犀利准度，想不到白球绕台1圈后精准落袋。他这场比赛手感一般，运气也很一般，吊带就出现了好几次。
Back up the table. Cannons are brown. Cue ball goes in, and
Washington.
oh, Zhao Xintong has the chance of all chances here.
现在整个球形分布不错，赵心童已经是赛点，拿下该局就保留着小组出线的希望。
7.
Does look like it might pop.
Well, from my experience as a commentator with these camera angles, it looks as though it goes, but I'll bet it's tighter than it looks. Xintong, I mean, look at these reds. They're lined up like soldiers, left and right of the pink spot.
14.
Yeah, this cue ball isn't going to be moving very far. Just a series of little stuns and screw shots.
21.
Oh, he might
27.
have been able to play for the black there.
Definitely available into both pockets, so this cue ball is
34.
not going to move within this.
Yeah, there must be at least 4 very possible reds still.
41.
He'll be pretty satisfied with Zhao Xintong after losing his first 2 matches.
48. 54. 55.
Well, we're almost at the point and he's let that one run away slightly.
He doesn't play a lot of shots with great power, does he, Peter? He's very in
61.
control of the shots that he plays. A little like Mark Williams, I suppose.
62.
Yeah, absolutely superb shot on the pink though. Could that be a plant down the
已经是超分确把拿下了。最终赵心童小组赛中2胜2负，整个小组赛中没有3胜的选手，所以最终的小组出线还有悬念。
Worked out very nicely. Just a case of
76.
whether or not Xintong can make a sentry break.
Possible total clearance without touching the black.
83.
For Zhao Xintong and went off in the green pockets and left a red on. Worst possible outcome.
5 or 6 minutes old, and
91.
it's absolutely magic.
又是一个不应该的失误，错失单杆破百。好了，本期视频就到这里，我是看台球的冯凤，各位小伙伴记得点赞关注。
In that position. He's playing the other way, he's looking for the snooker behind the green. Oh, what about this? Oh, I'll tell you what, Bill, at the end of this frame, I've seen some of the best.
This isn't straightforward.
I think he's playing a straighter one to stun over for the black, I think, or down for the blue. Oh, don't go in there, don't go in there. Oh.
That was a heart-in-the-mouth moment for Ding and his legion of fans.
Nothing against Mark Selby, of course.
Well, they both felt it in this frame, there's no question about that. But Ding now is within touching distance. Frame ball, match ball, championship ball, in it goes. There's the roar. What a match this has been, one of the best finals we've seen. And there have been many candidates for that title, but this has been right up there. Well, the pink doesn't drop, and you can be absolutely sure that Selby will fight on. 51 left, so a couple of snookers to tie. What a dramatic finale.
Yeah, referee saying, well, he's just trying to quiet the crowd down here, give a little bit, respect to Mark. It's still under pressure, but I wonder if that pink just moved a bit, there, Phil. It seemed to come away from the pocket.
Well, had it gone in, I think Mark Selby would probably have offered his hand. As it is, he'll keep scrapping away.
There's a small light at the end of the tunnel here, but at the moment it's quite a way away.
And if there's one man who could turn this frame around, it's the guy at the table. He's done it many times before. I've seen him win frames from 2, 3 snookers adrift. But what a time it will be to do that and keep this final alive.
It can't happen, can it?
Well, it would certainly be a big blow to Ding if he could. But he has much to do.
8. Nine.
Well, you'll probably keep the last red on here and try and lay the snooker.
Just to put him 44 behind with 35 on. Of course, that's significant because it
15.
now means he needs 3 snookers of the 4-point variety. What he really needs is a free ball. This isn't a bad effort. Not quite far enough.
Well, it's Mark Selby that needs the snookers. I'm not sure whether you can see any of this. He's playing off the cushion anyway. He's only got about half the ball to hit here. Caught the yellow. Now, is it all over? It might well. It certainly will be if this red goes into the centre.
48 now the difference, just 35 left. 4 snookers required. Well, Ding eager to get it over with, but not quite there yet. Surely not even Mark Selby can turn this around. On the other hand,
could go around this. Looks good. Oh no! Well, there's one.
Selby 4.
He's underhit it. Well, it wasn't a good angle, but he underhit it anyway. Heard you, Phil.
Nice. It's well and truly game over.
Just straight up and down, I think, to the top cushion. Well, he's... hang on, what an effort this is. I didn't think he'd play it that way. Oh, this is unbelievable. Well, I tell you what, I didn't spot that, Phil. I mean, what great thoughts and what great execution.
And great appreciation from this largely pro Ding Junhui crowd. They recognise skill when they see it.
Great shot.
Selby still needs 3 snookers, remember. There's the second one. So 2 down, 4, or rather 4 down, 2 to go.
Well, that snooker on the brown there, or behind the brown, was brilliant. It was one of the best I've ever seen.
He's turning the screw, Selby. He has never beaten this guy until the handshake. And he's putting Ding through the ringer here. Ding. Great hit, only just.
Again, a good effort. Just got a trace of side on the white though. Well, it's gone to. Don't go in there. Oh.
These 2 guys are providing some theatre, aren't they?
Oh.
Another roll, and it would have been in. He looks calm, but I don't think he's feeling that calm right now. And I've got a feeling Mark Selby's loving every minute of this.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Ding will be going, just leave me alone.
Well, any time you beat Selby, you know that you've earned it. And he's not beaten just yet. Well, that would have been outrageous if he'd executed that snooker. Would have been even better than the one before. And he wasn't far away.
He might be in one of his own here, though. In behind the yellow by Ding. No. That just shows you what sort of a snooker brain Mark Selby has got, isn't it, Phil? I mean, the snooker he got behind the brown, and that attempt there was genius, really.
I don't think there's
there you see, he was trying to get him behind the black. Again, good thought.
There's the risk of Selby being able to lay a snooker. So he's tried a different safety.
Well, this will help if he pushes the black safe. And there's one here. No, he's called it too thin. Or has he? Or has he? What am I saying?
Brilliant.
What am I saying? I didn't think that was going to get anywhere near there.
And this is fiendish. This really is difficult because the red is so close to the pink. He's got to be very careful here. Oh, that is brilliant from Ding Junhui. Brilliant. Acknowledged by Selby. Could so easily have caught the pink there, and then Selby could have cleared up to win a frame. He had no right. Just a little too hard.
Well, how on earth has he gone around that black? I didn't think there was room for that. If he just nudges that black slightly, it's full ball snooker.
Yeah, I don't think he...
Nope. That way. Behind the yellow once more. I wasn't quite sure whether he could avoid the double kiss there, but he has done. This is easier to hit. I mean, if the white was tight to the yellow, it wasn't, but again off one cushion.
He's got it.
Well, Mark Selby throwing everything at Ding Junhui here, but he's standing his ground. Back off the cushion, behind the black. Here's the side. Overhit it. Just overhit it. It's his turn to lay a snooker. And it's pretty good as well where the black is. Could he go around this? He might leave a free ball. Especially at that pace. Oh, hang on, here we go.
Well, it's not going to be a free ball, but Mark Selby
already
with a mount
required.
And that's the importance, isn't it, of having the upper hand in the safety battle. Ding managed to wrest it back from Selby after Selby missed his previous attempt to lay the snooker, but it's been absolutely gripping.
It's not over yet. Yeah, don't hit the black.
Well played. Could have gone wrong. 3 snookers for Selby to get.
Well, he'll be disgusted with himself there because he didn't get into the white every shot. Well, let's put the black into a better position for snookers. Ah. Well, the first real mistake for Mark Selby for some time, but he's got away with that a little bit. Could have easily have left that red on.
Can manufacture a pot here. If he does, it's match over. Oh, just as well he hit the green there, by the way. I think that cue ball was bound for the pocket.
Just move them in that position. He's playing the other way. He's looking for the snooker behind the green. Oh, what about this? Oh, I'll tell you what, Bill. At the end of this frame, I've seen some of the best executions of snookers laid, escapes that I've ever seen.
It's been a fabulous end to perhaps the most dramatic frame of the final. Is it to be the final frame of the final? It looks that way. It certainly looks that way now. And he's offered his hand. It's all over.
所有的球迷，当然这个不在我的程序上，但是我相信今天所有的球迷，乃至于所有的中国人都愿意看到这一刻。 那个哭红了眼睛的丁俊晖来讲2句话，小辉说2句吧。
其实，我不想结束，
小辉，没关系。 你现在说什么都是上海大师赛的历史。
谢谢。其实这个星期，自己过得并不好，
这个星期自己过得并不好。
Hang on, Hang on, what about this one? What about this one? Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
丁俊晖对角度和力度的完美掌控令人发指，解说员连说了2次难以置信。这是2014年世锦赛，丁俊晖对阵维斯利，此刻比分已经打成9比9平，紧张刺激的决胜局正在紧锣密鼓的进行。
16.
That's a great shot.
丁俊晖率先出手，巧妙利用中间彩球给对手做上一杆斯诺克。
At the last visit.
擦着黑球边而过，一度成功勾解，在即将留下中袋机会的时候，2颗球成功刹住了车。维斯利这杆解球运气真是不错，本来是一个稀碎的效果，但在运气加持下变得绝妙无比。因为这个位置实在太绝了，咖啡刚好挡住一丝丝不上不下。最要命的是，分离角的位置就在中袋口。
Towards the top corner.
Well, Ding now has the edge and points in front, 35 left. Could you wish for any more drama than you're getting here on the 3rd evening of the World Championship?
Especially if he did that and left a free ball.
We've already had enough free ball drama for one evening.
丁俊晖一番思考后，选择了一个简单稳妥的防守。这杆严格来说，防守已经做得足够好，但可惜千算万算不如天算。接下来看下维斯利的操作。
Oh, there you go. Once he gets the right contact, you never know. Just push it down the table. He could get a snooker off this. It is cushion first.
维斯利摆摆手表示歉意，门下揣着红球做一杆错克，没想到直接来了个倒挂金钩。这杆晕袋可谓对丁俊晖是致命打击。此时6颗彩球位置都不错，谁先获得上手就有希望拿下胜利。
This evening of snooker has had just about everything and then some. And now, an outrageous fluke. Here it is again.
眼皮一跳，形势不妙。丁俊晖开始跳眼皮，此时他只能默默祈祷，希望对手出现低级失误，那么自己或许还有一线生机。
1 point in front, this frame and this match, and the story of this championship so far at Michael Wosley's mercy.
If he loses at this visit, it will be absolutely sick.
30.
He's done all the hard work during the season. He's got those 5 titles. You're thinking this has got to be my year to win the world title.
咖啡收下，维斯利这杆篮球稍稍走多了一点，角度向上。不过此时他领先10分，只要打进篮球即可超分。
It's just cost him his title hopes.
篮球打进，率先说分。丁俊晖面无表情，现在只能希望对手本球失误，那么还有抢救一下的可能性。
Disappointing performance in the earlier stages of the match, where he didn't produce anything like the form he has for the vast majority of this season. That arguably is where the match was lost for him.
连续2次换袋都没有进，维斯利打中了锁定胜利的本球。此时他凑了2分，丁俊晖需要做一杆斯诺克分数才够。2颗球做斯诺克不是那么容易的事情，力量与角度的配合必须天衣无缝才行。大家认为，在台面仅剩2颗球的情况下，丁俊晖有望逆转吗？
Well, just had to knock the pink in. There can't be another twist, can there?
Well, after the evening we've had, I wouldn't rule anything out.
Well, that was a great chance to get him behind the black, and he might not get another one.
维斯利把粉球故意推到袋口，这样不但可以让粉球远离黑球，同时也增加丁俊晖做球的难度。
A Herculean task to turn this frame around.
Hang on, what about this one? What about this one? Unbelievable.
实在是太绝了，精妙的切入跟毫不差的力量拿捏， 解说连连感叹，简直是难以置信。在2011年大师赛决赛上，丁俊晖就曾在被超分、台面仅剩2颗球的情况下，做出一杆超级斯诺克，成功逆转，并且那杆斯诺克被台中皇帝恨得里评为历史最佳。
Which would have put this frame beyond any doubt, and the match with it. Now suddenly under pressure to hit the pink.
This is crazy stuff. You never know. He might even go around this pink.
维斯利的解球也十分漂亮，两步线路精准无误，没有一丝偏差。
Great snooker, great hit. Could very easily have missed that. That doesn't look too shabby either.
第二杆斯诺克接踵而来，巅峰时期的丁俊晖防守能力绝对顶尖水准，环环相扣，让对手没有丝毫的喘息机会。
He might go in off.
幸运女神再次降临，如果摔带的话，不但分数够了，丁俊晖还可以获得一个舒服的上手机会，于是将彻底反转。
Only the Crucible can create drama like this.
He's got the angle here, Ding, to swing the white back around the angles to get in behind the black. He's got to be careful. He might be leaving the pink on. But I tell you what, that was on. That in off the pink was definitely on. Can he get behind the black?
Clock ticks round to midnight UK time.
He's got to get the snooker here because the pink is near the middle pocket. He's got the pace right.
Nice， 丁俊晖的第三杆斯诺克如期而至。这防守水平简直是太强了，只用2颗球防守的球员或许有很多，但能够连续不间断防守成功的，就只看到了丁俊晖。这几杆斯诺克对角度和力度的把控已经到了极致，绝对大师级水准。
On the very brink of defeat, his hopes of a first world title hanging by a thread, but he's still battling away.
丁俊晖连续防守很出彩，但维斯利同样不白给，顺利解球不留破绽。现在就看丁俊晖能不能继续防守成功，给对手施加压力。
Unbelievable. What a finish.
You won't be asking for a refund if you had a ticket today, that's for sure. What a day of snooker it's been. Doesn't want that in.
实在可惜，这杆力量大了一些，粉球也挂到带脚弹了回来，留下机会。现在维斯利只要打进粉球就可以拿下胜利。丁俊晖最终未能顺利翻盘，但他的表现与努力赢得所有人尊重，至少现场球迷和对手都很叹服。这是一场史诗级的斯诺克大战。好了，本期视频就到这里，我是看看这个红后，各位小伙伴记得点赞关注哦。